Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good evening.
Welcome to this month's Health Talk with the Mods. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching us from. Put your name and location in the comments. We'd like to hear from everybody.
And welcome everyone from Instagram. I know that we're still trying to work on that and get everybody as involved as possible, so you guys are not forgotten as well. Thank you for joining us this evening for our March edition of Health Talk with the Mods. So what are we talking about tonight?
So tonight we're going to talk about hair, skin, and nails, but we're really going to focus mainly on the hair and the nails part of that. If you want more information about the skin, be sure to join my skincare group where I talk all things skin. But there's a lot of things that are all connected together, so it was important to kind of group it together as so. Who do we have?
So Julie's on the line. Tashina's there from Waterford.
Hey.
Joining us. We know Julie's from Ohio.
Okay, good to have you guys. Let us know on IG where you're from as well. Those have joined us. Hey.
Oh, that's the thing now?
Yeah,
Waving?
where you can wave back.
Oh, okay.
But all right, so we're gonna talk hair, skin, and nails tonight. So we're gonna talk about mainly internally what we need to be taking in, but also a little bit about how we can supplement and take things in externally as well. So the first thing, I will just go ahead and hop right in, but the first thing I wanted to talk about is antioxidants. So if you were with us last month, our whole subject was all about antioxidants, superfruits, and superfoods. So we know how important that is, but in connection to skin.
She said burr.
It's cold?
It is cold. I thought spring was almost here.
Almost.
That's all right.
So when we talk about antioxidants, it neutralizes free radicals to keep our hair, skin, and nails healthy and strong. So as we know, when we talk about antioxidants, one of our super fruit drinks that have lots of antioxidants.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was supposed to be your
that
banner.
Ninja Red. So Ninja Red has, it's a full body spectrum with plenty of antioxidants in it. Who else do we have?
Detroit and Chi-Town in the house.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Good to have you guys. So the next thing, vitamin E, which is crucially important to be taken internally, also putting on topically. So vitamin E is an antioxidant that helps repair and build tissue. It reduces inflammation and repair damage to the hair follicles. So when we're talking about hair follicles and skin, a lot of times some of the issues and things that are keeping our hair from growing or keeping our skin from glowing could be different inflammations that are going on. So that is an excellent healing vitamin to those areas.
Linda's joined us from Arizona.
Hey, welcome. So another part of that would be your B complex vitamins. And many people are aware when they think like vitamins, hair, they think biotin. Biotin is actually a part of that B complex. But what many people don't realize is with that B complex, it needs to go together. So
It's just saying you wait.
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're trying to figure this Instagram thing out.
So those B vitamins, they're grouped together and they help overcome like brittle nails, improving skin elasticity and encouraging healthy hair growth. Again, you want those B vitamins and that combination of those B vitamins together. Can you pass Super B?
Let me go through my plethora of things.
Yep. So we have Super B, which is a B complex. So you don't want to simply have biotin on its own, but you want it in combination with its other B vitamins. And then as we know as well, with those B vitamins, those are something that are going to constantly have to be replaced. So that's why taking like something like Super B on a daily basis.
Larissa's here from Southfield.
Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining us, guys. And please share, again.
Like and subscribe.
Right. Because the more people that see and understand the information, the bigger we can build the community and awareness. So next, let's get a little bit deeper into that biotin, which was one of those B complexes. So biotin on its own, when combined with the other B vitamins, it thickens hair, nails, and it beautifies skin. So again, that's another very, very crucially important one when we're trying to maybe regrow areas in our hair. Maybe it's thinning and we just want more healthy hair. So again, it's so important to be taking in all of those B vitamins. What else? Oh, so the next thing I wanted to talk about is MSM. So how many people are familiar with MSM?
Hey, Rach. Good to see you on.
Hey. Welcome. So
somebody's familiar. There was a lot of likes on that one.
Yes, love. So sulfurzyme is one of Young Living's supplements that does have that MSM in it. So MSM combined with vitamin C. So this is important to remember that MSM works best combined with vitamin C. So we have that Super C.
Show our IG family too.
Oh, sorry.
We ain't forgot about y'all.
So this one I really, really wanted to touch on because biologically, active sulfur is one of the most critical nutrients for our bodies to remain youthful and energetic. So like, just think about that real quick. Our bodies need that.
She said they love
sulfurzyme. Yes.
I can attest to that too. I love sulfurzyme. But go ahead.
So our bodies need this sulfur. But sadly, there are foods that have that MSM in it naturally, but we don't get a lot in our diet. So it is crucially important to make sure that we are supplementing with a supplement like sulfurzyme. So it improves skin health and complexion. So we talked a little bit about the elasticity of the skin. We talked a little bit about healthy skin, but a lot of people complain about their complexion, right? That tone of your skin. So MSM is going to be a critical one to help with that. It's necessary for collagen production. So how many out there are familiar with collagen and why we need collagen, right?
And not in your lips, right?
Well, but think about why people inject collagen in their lips, right?
No, go ahead. I'm just trying to make sure that we know the distinction. That's all.
Well, so the benefits of collagen, it makes everything look plump and youthful, right? So our body naturally produces collagen, but as we get older, it does not produce it as rapidly, and to the point where it almost doesn't produce it. So without that collagen in it, then our skin starts getting dull and it gets droopy. So we want and need a lot of that collagen, and MSM is going to help that body produce and do what it needs to with that collagen production. So MSM works with vitamin C to build new healthy tissues. So it's so important, again, that we mix that MSM with the vitamin C to be able to rebuild those tissues.
So Jeanette is adding to that. She says that the wolfberries and sulfurzyme also provide vitamin C. So that's interesting. I mean, that was new for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
There you go. So, and it's always interesting to me that, like, when you really dig into why Gary Young formulated the way he did, there's a reason and there's a benefit for it. So you can go in the market and you can find some of these different supplements. You might go to the, health food store and you see MSM, but if it does not have that added vitamin, that's what it's going to work with. So we don't want to just take vitamins where our body's not absorbing it and we're wasting our money, but we want to make sure that we're getting the best and it's going to benefit our bodies the most. Okay? So the next thing I wanted to talk about is fatty acids. Fatty acids, fish oils, flaxseed. to Omega Jives.
I feel like every time we do a health talk, we show Omega Jives and talk about omega-3. So that kind of testifies to, if you're not taking it, and whatever reason you think you need it, like everyone needs omega Jives.
Yes.
Everyone needs their fish oil and fatty acids.
Absolutely. So fatty acid, visible reduction in inflammatory skin conditions. So things like acne, things like psoriasis, anything that the skin is irritated with, you want to be putting in those fatty acids. What is...
Jeanette says she's just enjoying watching us. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you for joining us. Tashina's out of it. Oh, I'm so sorry. She's out of Omega Jives.
Yes, Omega Jives every day.
Every single day.
Every day. Yes, so it's abundant in fishes like sardines. Salmon has a lot of those fatty acids in it as well. So again, remember that is going to really be connected to the inflammatory responses. Some other like healthy foods that I wanted to mention that are just excellent for hair, skin, and nails. Walnuts, if you don't have nut allergies, I love walnuts. Walnuts, spinach is another one. Blueberries, berries, tomatoes, avocados, eggs, sweet potatoes. And again, we talked about those superfoods. If you're not taking Ninja Red every day, Ninja Red every day, because it's going to really wrap in a lot of those antioxidants and those foods that you need in your body. So the last key thing supplement wise I wanted to discuss is that collagen. So we mentioned that of course when we take in the MSM, it's going to increase collagen. But we also can take in collagen, which is pretty cool with supplementation, right? So it improves health of skin and it strengthens the hair. So you really want to make sure that you have collagen. So some things that have collagen in it, supplement-wise, that Young Living has is BLM, which is an excellent one. And also this little guy right here, Agiles.
Yep.
I actually love that you can see the turmeric in Agiles too. But again, that is going to have that collagen in it. So it's going to be excellent in strengthening the hair, strengthening the skin, strengthening those nails. Because then it's like, yeah, that's awesome. I got my hair to grow really long, but it just breaks off. Or, oh, cool, look, my nails are super long, but they just break, right? So you want to strengthen them too, so that they're healthy and taking in all of that. Yes, Agiles every day.
Julie says she's drinking her Ningxia right now, taking the shot down here.
Nice.
What kind of shot are you taking? I wonder what's in that Ningxia Red. I wonder if she mixed up like some different oils in there.
Nice. Hey, Joanne. Welcome.
Glad you guys are doing that. So, thank you, Amy. We appreciate it. So I want to take a couple minutes, and then we'll try and take some questions as well. But I want to take a couple minutes to kind of, that's okay, kind of explain, because this was actually something that surprisingly kind of drew me to using supplements and oils. But I wanted to talk about some of the benefits of using different oils externally, because as we know, we've talked about before in some of our classes and health talks with the Motts, when you use an oil, it does get into the bloodstream, it does get into the body and help benefit it as well. So I want to talk a little bit about my personal experience, because a lot of times I get people that say, oh, that oils are only for women, or I get the women that ask me, how can I get my husband to start using oils? Well, the truth is they have to have something that appeals to them. And so, for me, one of the things that was big after I turned 30 was I did not want to lose my hair. I don't have a bald man shaped head. So I did a lot of research into what I could do to slow down that process. And so I just want to chat a little bit about some of the things that I found are really beneficial for the hair that you can share with the men in your lives, things I found useful in dealing with my face and skin, as far as beard and things like that. So let's start with talking about hair, because especially here in Michigan, right now the weather is extremely dry. It is really, really cold, and it's hard to maintain moisture. I know for someone like me, typically we want our hair to be a little bit more moisturized, so to speak, our scalp to be a little bit more moisturized. So because the weather is dry, I have to go back and say that we need to be drinking water, plenty of water first. But also, if you want to supplement and help keep your scalp most moisturized, lavender is great for that. Lavender is a great oil to use. You can mix with, I think it's 1 drop to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil if you wanted to do like I don't want to say hot oil treatment, but if you wanted to do an oil treatment, I know I use coconut oil, because coconut oil not only adds a great shine and sheen, but it also is great for moisturizing the scalp. So lavender, hands down, is one of my favorite oils to use in my hair. It is also a great one to use after I've just shaved. And so lavender is very calming to the skin. It is very good for helping with ingrown hairs. And I know I'm talking about shaving for facial hair, but I know a lot of women do shave like their legs and other parts of their body. So lavender is great for taking care and maintaining the skin with that. I talked briefly about my fear of what is probably inevitable. So at some point, you guys probably will see me with a bald head, but hopefully that will not be for a very long time. And 2 of the reasons that I attribute to that is because, number 1, I take my sulfurzyme every single day. Like Dana talked about, that MSM that's in sulfurzyme is very, very important. And so for some reason, we've been blessed with thick hair. Especially I've noticed it more and more in my beard over the past 2 years that I've been taking it. But it's great for helping to stimulate hair growth from the scalp and from the inside out. So what I use to complement that is I also use cedarwood oil. So someone was asking me about a recipe for a beard oil. Hands down, I have to recommend cedarwood. Cedarwood is great for keeping the hair moisturized, but also stimulating hair growth. So if you have like thin areas within your hair, a combination of sulfurzyme and cedarwood, along with rosemary. That's what I didn't grab. I didn't grab rosemary.
Oh, I love it up there.
That's okay. But rosemary oil, those 3 together are a great combination for those who are worried about hair that might be thinning. Another great one to help maintain healthy hair, tea tree. A lot of times we don't think about, there's that tea tree there. A lot of times we don't think about trying to keep down, I'm trying to think of the most compliant way to say this, but we don't want any type of infections or anything within our scalp. So tea tree is a great way to maintain a healthy hair, along with making sure that that we don't over shampoo our hair. There's lots of chemicals that are within store-bought products. So if you can make your own, I know Dana and I do a lot of what's called co-washing, which is to keep your hair moisturized more so than using stuff with SLS in it that actually dries out the hair in the scalp. So make sure that hair is staying moisturized. Transitioning back to taking care of skin and face. So another great one is frankincense. Why we have a 15 milliliter and a 5 milliliter bottle here, I think we both had the same idea, and we probably both wanted to talk about that. But hands down, I love frankincense oil. Frankincense is very, very good for the skin and keeping a healthy, youthful glow to the skin. But I know for us men who sometimes struggle with ingrown hairs, frankincense is great for that, keeping down infection on the skin and helping to keep it nice and calm. Julie says, my husband loves lavender as an aftershave. Yeah, I love it too. I apply it neat. You can dilute it, but I mean, a couple drops in your hands after a good shave, and I rub it on and I'm good to go. My brother rocks a bald head and he swears by lavender for razor irritation. Yes, yes. Cedarwood and lavender as an aftershave. I gifted him some Young Living last time he was here, and he wasn't using the best stuff. Yeah, it is absolutely hands down the best stuff. I wanted to save, a great one for irritation is peppermint. Surprisingly, peppermint is a great oil to use in your hair. To keep down, I guess it has a numbing effect. I know for me it has kind of a numbing effect and a cooling effect. So, if you've had like a rough shave or something like that, or some type of irritation, peppermint is going to be great for that. But it's also great to use just as a treatment for your scalp. But back to, I'm all over the place, guys, and I apologize, but this question has been burning with me for the past couple weeks because someone asked me about a beard oil and I could not find my slides or recipe that I had. So I went and I Googled some from Young Living. So Young Living had a blog about this, I think like a couple years ago.
Oh, nice.
About favorite beard oils. And the number one oil that came up that guys use and love to use in their beard, excuse it because it has no cap, but my son stole it, Citrus Fresh. Citrus Fresh was like their number one oil that men like to use in their beards to keep them nice and shiny, keep them soft, keep them smelling good throughout the day. So hands down, that was recommended. And so I tried using that as an aftershave as well. And I got to say, I thoroughly quite enjoy it. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a male perspective on that end, because I know that, like I mentioned, a lot of times men struggle to find their place with oils, but I mean, as you can see, there's a ton of supplements. There are a ton of oils that we can use too. Men, we got to take care of ourselves and keep our hair looking nice, keep our beard and our face looking nice as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Did you have anything else you need to share? If not, we'll take some questions.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's take some questions. Feel free to start typing them in the chat. I will go back and scroll for a minute. What is a minute? I will go back and scroll for a minute and see if I can answer any of those questions. Let's see here. Teach me how to teach my husband. Oh, we have a whole class that I've done before on men and oils. So next time I'm doing that class, I will be sure to let you know, Jeanette. Let's see. Have you ever tried... what did I do? I had a senior moment there with Facebook. Have you ever tried Shutran beard oil? Yes. So I actually own just about every product that's made from Shutran. And the interesting thing is I did not pull it down here to mention that one, but Shutran is almost like the manliest of manly oils there are. And it was formulated with the needs of men in mind. So I have their Shutran bar soap, which is actually very, very good for when you need to take a shower, because it's not very drying on the skin like a lot of soaps usually are. I have the aftershave. I have the beard oil. I have not tried the shave cream just because I use a different method of shaving. I don't use a razor when I shave. I actually use a trimmer. So, but I can attest to the Shutran products, A1. Let's see, any other questions here? Hopefully that answered her question.
And IG, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments, and we'll go back and we'll answer any also that you guys have, or later for those that watch the replay as well. And then also remember, all of our videos are also on our YouTube. So if you are not already, be sure to subscribe. DNA Wellness. DNA Wellness.
So Julie's question is, besides Ningxia Red, what's the best supplement to use to support, to support healthy hair and nails? I can only take one. So, do you want to take this one, or do you want me to take it? Because one immediately came to mind for me, but based off of my personal experience.
Okay.
So, like I mentioned, sulfurzyme.
That would have been mine. Sulfurzyme.
Hands down. I mean, when we talk about in some of these health talks in the Motts, with the Motts, you'll usually see us mention sulfurzyme numerous times. Usually every video almost includes sulfurzyme, and it's the benefits outside of even hair, skin, and nails. But I mean, for that particular reason, yeah, sulfuricide, hands down. So if you can only take one, sulfuricide.
Why can you only take one though?
Has like someone held like a gun to your head and was like, you can only take one supplement and you must choose now.
What's your favorite oil?
Go.
Who's your favorite kid?
So Tashina mentions that Oil Revolution had a beard recipe. 7 milliliters of jojoba, 3 milliliters of grapeseed oil, 3 drops of cedarwood, 3 drops of bergamot, and 2 drops of peppermint. Yes, I did see that one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
A great one.
So, guys, check that out in the comments on Facebook. Nice little recipe to...
This question is for Dana. Do you use YL pre-formulated skincare or make your own serums?
I do both. I absolutely do both, but I love, hands down, what Young Living does for their skincare products. It is very difficult to replicate. And that is just the honest truth. I mean, there are actual skincare products by Young Living that have MSM in it and supplements in it. So again, everything that Gary Young does, like, there is so much thought behind it, and there's so much, it all works together. And unfortunately, with our limited knowledge, even when we mix up different serums, when we mix up different oils, a lot of them are going to be good, but they're not going to be as great because we don't really understand the science behind, you know, why I need to put MSM with this different product and add the wolfberries and things like that, whereas Gary Young has done the research. And so it is more effective and it's better. So I definitely say the only time I will mix up on my own is if it's something that is kind of missing that we don't have.
Yeah, I will say that's made a difference over the years. I mean, and I'm glad you're no longer cooking those weird concoctions in our kitchen.
Oh yeah, since we've been married, like I literally be in the kitchen. Like I just actually made a little hair gel. So
should I be worried? Like, are the authorities coming for you at some point?
Yeah, I always got pots, and I'm cooking something. I used to cook makeup. I used to do laundry soap. I'd be all in the kitchen.
Julie says, I take Essential Zyme ×4, multigreen ×5. Fish oil, BLM, probiotic ×2, can't stomach wet. Oh my goodness. Your regimen sounds like mine, Julie. And we can always take more.
Well, but I will say this. So if you're saying you have the BLM, right? So you're getting some of that collagen in there. So some of what you're taking, you know, some of it is going to have overlapping benefits, and you might not necessarily need some of the others.
Jeanette says flaxseed with 3 exclamation points and 2 smiley faces.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to elaborate? That one kind of flew over my head. You want to elaborate on that one? I
don't know what it's referencing, but that's what I make my gel out of. For my hair.
Oh, okay. That's what you were using. Okay.
Yeah.
So Tashina is talking about you being an esthetician. Oh, okay. She's telling your life story, so I guess people will have to read that in the comment. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jeanette, for clearing that up.
Yes.
Okay, so we have reached our time for
guys.
the evening. Hopefully you guys found this information enjoyable and educational and useful.
Yes. And please go back and watch from the beginning, again, because we broke down quite a few of the different supplements and things like that, and why we need to be having those in our diet and in our foods and in supplementation.
Yeah. So we want to thank everyone for joining us for our Health Talk with the Motts. Once again, like, comment, share, subscribe to our YouTube as well, DNA Wellness. If there is a topic that you guys would like us to cover in the future, feel free to plug it into the comments below, and we will keep that in mind for future live sessions. And unless there's anything else that you want to discuss?
I will DM you with that, for the dry hair.
Direct message. Okay.
Because I have something very specific.
Okay.
I have a whole recipe.
Eating healthy with the Motts. Okay. So thank you once again, guys, for joining us. And we will see you guys next time. So then, everybody stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and stay cool.
No, oily.
Stay oily.
Bye,
Okay,
guys. Appreciate
All right.
everybody.
Good night.